Hello, everyone, and welcome to the World Stage 1976 Grand Final voting. Let's start right away because there are 52 jurors, so that's 52 sets of votes to go through. So we will start with Steven from Indonesia. Uh, the first 8 points go to zoom in, yeah. 8 points go to Cuba, 10 points go to Denmark. Finally, 12 points go to Luxembourg. So Luxembourg is the early leader now. Uh, Leos from Argentina gives the following points: 8 points to Denmark, 10 points to Mexico, and the 12 points to Turkey, which puts Denmark in the lead now by 2 points. Packer P from India gives the following votes: 8 points to Romania, 10 points to Argentina, and the 12 points to Ireland, which leaves Denmark in the lead for now. Brie Kimchi from Malaysia. Here are her votes. Portugal and Iran are off the mark now. Mexico gets 8 points. Italy gets 10, but the 12 points go to Turkey. Now, Moro from Spain. South Korea is now off zero as well. Iran with an 8, Portugal with a 10, and the 12 points go to Norway. Joshua from Czechoslovakia takes Austria off the zero mark. Now only Indonesia is on zero. New Zealand with an 8, Luxembourg with a 10, and the 12 points go to Taiwan. Now, Dr. Seger from Bulgaria gives the following points: 8 points to New Zealand, 10 points go to Iran, and the 12 points go to Japan. Now, Jeremy from the Netherlands. Uh, the 7 points go to Taiwan. Now, Malaysia with an 8. The United States getting 10 points. And Brazil with a 12 gets into an early lead. Kobalti from Taiwan gives 1 point to Indonesia, which means everyone is off the mark now. The United States getting 8. Argentina with the 10. And the 12 points go to Italy, putting it into third place. Matt House from Romania gives the following low points: 6 points to South Korea, 8 points go to Yugoslavia, 10 points to Israel, and the 12 points to Czechoslovakia. Yeah. Now, Eliest from Sweden gives 7 points to Brazil and 6 points to Luxembourg. 8 points to Greece, 10 points to Norway, and the 12 points go to Iran. Carla from Belgium gives the low points like this. 8 points go to New Zealand. Iran gets an 8, gets a 10, and the 12 points go to Portugal. Luxembourg is in second place, by the way. It was last in the odds to qualify. Nebuyosta from Cuba gives 8 points to Greece, 10 points to Malaysia, and the 12 points to Brazil. Basic Yosh from Chile gives 5 more points to Brazil. Brazil is extending the gap. Taiwan with an 8, Mexico with the 10, and the 12 points go to Argentina. Now, Krishna from Poland gives 6 more points to Brazil and 2 points to France. Italy with an 8, South Korea with the 10, and the 12 points to Greece. Uh, Rainer 9567, aka Tom from Norway, gives 7 points to Luxembourg. Uh, 8 points to the United States, 10 points to Brazil, and the 12 points to Cuba. Marky Mark, without a flag, gives 7 points to Indonesia, by the way. Uh, 8 points to Cuba, 10 points to Malaysia, and the 12 points to the United States, blanking Brazil. Okay, Marco is from Switzerland, okay. Mick Egg from Japan gives just 1 point to Brazil and 6 points to Iran, which puts it into second place. 8 points to Greece, 10 points to Argentina, and finally 12 points to Norway. Chris from Turkey gives 3 points to France, thank you. 7 points to Argentina, 8 points to New Zealand, 10 points to Brazil, and the 12 points to the United States. Yay. Harry from the rest of the world gives 8 points to Indonesia, 10 points to Brazil, and the 12 points to Taiwan. Groot's grandma from Italy votes like this: 7 points to Argentina, 8 points to India, 10 points to Norway, and the 12 points to the United States, blanking Brazil. Felipe from Portugal gives 7 points to Italy, 8 points to Japan, 10 points to Brazil, and the 12 points to the United States. Georgie Costa 17 from the United Kingdom gives 5 points to France, 7 points to Malaysia, 8 points to Italy, 10 points to Brazil, and the 12 points to Portugal. Yeah, not not a surprise. A block voting or something. Asterios from Greece gives 7 more points to Cuba, 8 points to the United States, 10 points to Argentina, and the 12 points to France. Thank you, Asterius. Finally, someone with taste. Ivanik from the Soviet Union gives 5 more points to France and 8 points to Greece, 10 points to Denmark, and finally the 12 points to Cuba. Amicom guy gives the following lower points: 8 points go to Portugal, 10 points go to Iran, and the 12 points go to Taiwan. Aidan Tal from Israel with 7 more points to Israel. Oh, Brazil. 8 points to Italy, 10 points to the United States, and the 12 points to Japan. Brazil is still in the lead, but it is kind of closing in, I suppose. The United States with 4 points does not, well, it does help Brazil. 8 points go to Japan, 10 points to Brazil, and the 12 points go to Argentina. Brazil is leading by 33 points. Next, from New Zealand. No, from Australia. I always confuse the flags. Gives 8 points to Ireland, 10 points to Brazil, and the 12 points to Israel, which is in the bottom five. Zanoni from Canada. Let's see his votes. 4 points go to just 4 points go to the United States. 8 points go to Portugal. 10 points go to France. Thank you, another person with taste. And 12 points go to Indonesia. Eric from Brazil uh, gives 7 points to Portugal. 8 points go to India. 10 points to Cuba. And the 12 will go to Israel. Jeffrey from Mexico gives 7 points to Denmark. 8 points to Brazil. 10 points to Norway, and the 12 points to India. Beautiful mess from the United States. So we know that the United States will not be closing the gap. It gives 7 points to Ireland, 8 points to Israel, 10 points to Denmark, and the gosh, 12 points. I missed it. Uh, John from Iran gives 7 points to Norway, 8 points to Ireland, 10 points to Brazil, and 12 points to New Zealand. Aya from South Korea gives the following points: 8 points to Greece, 10 points to Taiwan, and 12 points to Ireland. AJ from Puerto Rico gives the following low points: 8 points go to Brazil, 10 points go to Mexico, and finally 12 points go to Norway. Anna, the explorer from Albania. Here are the votes. 8 points go to Iran, 10 points to Ireland, and 12 points to Brazil. Cookie Fonster from the United States as well. Uh, yeah, 5 points to Yugoslavia, 7 points to Brazil, 8 points to Mexico, 10 points to Japan, and 12 points to Israel. Karen from Jamaica gives just 3 points to Brazil and 7 points to Greece. 8 points to Yugoslavia. Oh, by the way, thank you for the 4 points for France. 10 points to Romania and 12 points to the United States. Austria is last now. Will it finish last, as is tradition for the host entries? Elendil from Yugoslavia gives 7 points to Iran, 8 points to Greece, 10 points to the United States, and the 12 points to Portugal. There are still 12 more jurors to go, so here are the votes from Yere, from East Germany, but the score was sucks and doesn't display the flag from East Germany. Thank you for 3 points to France, and you also gave 8 points to Greece, 12 points to Austria, so Austria is no longer last. Uh, Ajib from New Zealand uh, gives 6 points to Romania, so Austria is now last again. 8 points to Luxembourg, 10 points to South Korea, and the 12 points to Mexico. Foodie Boy from Monaco uh, gives 7 more votes for Brazil and 5 more votes for the United States, 8 for Argentina, 10 for Iran, and the 12 points to Cuba. Elda from Denmark gives 6 points for France. Thank you. Uh, 8 points for Greece, 10 points for the United States, and the 12 go to Israel. Random Mongolian, the ballad lover. Let's see how much the ballads get. 8 points go to Japan. That's city pop. 10 points go to Norway. Yeah, that's a slow song. And the 12 points go to Iran, based, in my opinion. EMG from Austria, the host country, gives 1 point to France, thank you, and 7 points to the United States. The 8 points go to Italy, 10 points go to Argentina, and the 12 points go to Portugal. Now, Alex is typing, and let's see which points he is typing. Gives, yeah, Romania and Austria are now tied for last. 8 points to France, based. 10 points for Greece, based. And the 12 points go to Japan. Azza from Hungary, 48th juror, gives 4 points for France. Thank you. 8 points for Luxembourg, 10 points to South Korea, and the 12 points to the United States. Now the United States is just 18 points behind Brazil. Gucci Galaxy uh, from Philippines, not from the rest of the world, gives 7 points to Czechoslovakia, 8 points to Mexico, 10 points to Israel, and the 12 to Cuba. Now Jimis, 2001, from Finland now, gives 2 points, just 2 points to Brazil, and 7 points to Romania, which means Austria is lost again. 8 points to Iran, 10 points to Cuba, and the 12 points to Portugal. Declan from Morocco gives 4 points to the United States, 8 points to Brazil, yeah, 10 points to Yugoslavia, and the 12 points to Israel. Yeah. And finally, it's Zuna, last. Open parentheses, naturally, close parentheses. Gives 8 points to New Zealand, 10 points to Czechoslovakia, and the 12 points to Greece. And this concludes the voting, which means that Brazil is the winner of World Stage 1976 and the first ever two-time winner. Uh, Thank you. And now we will also reveal the semifinal results. We will start with the first semifinal. Uh, so 14th place was Belgium, just by a non-qualifier by just 2 points. In 13th place was France, with votes from 19 people, and 97 points. In 12th place, zoom in, okay, zoom in. Uh, in 12th place was Mexico. Should I remind you, Mexico finished on the left side. In 11th place was Taiwan. Taiwan finished quite high as well. Now, in 10th place was India. In 9th place was Iran. Iran also finishing very high, just to remind you. In 8th place was Israel. Seventh was Indonesia. Uh, and about that was Yugoslavia in sixth, which finished third to last. In fifth, Ireland. Uh, Fourth place was Greece. In third place was Norway. And of course, this means that in second place it was the United States, which finished second in the final as well, above, well, and Brazil finished first. So we had the same top two as in the semifinal. And let's also reveal the qualifiers in the second semifinal. In 13th place, qualifying by just 2 points, was Turkey. So that's the borderline qualifier. In 12th place, it's Romania. In 11th place was Malaysia. 10th was South Korea. In ninth place, we had New Zealand. The flag is a bit messed up, sorry. But in eighth place, we had Luxembourg. So, yeah, it was last in the odds to qualify, but it is qualified without, easily qualified without any issues. Oh, Cuba was in seventh place, also with a messed up flag, sorry. Uh, in sixth place, oh God, was Czechoslovakia. Uh, in fifth place, we had Denmark. In fourth place was Japan. In third place was Italy. So yeah, being early did not hinder it very much. Second was Portugal, and this means first was Argentina. Well, thank you all for attending the award stage 1976. Uh, I know. I hope to see you all for 1977, which will have three semifinals, not two. So, yeah, thank you all and goodbye.